Okay, Rabotai, we are on live. I am taking over for Nathaniel today. Last minute, he was not able to do it. So we're going to try to do our best today, Bezrat Hashem. I'm going to take the liberty to give it to you over the head today, Jigarik. Few halachot. We want to speak today about the laws of Mayim Achronim. When a person washes Mayim Achronim, is he allowed to speak afterwards? And then we also want to speak about the halacha which states up to where do you have to wash Mayim Achronim. Now I don't think a lot of people understand what Mayim Achronim is. Mike, you know what Mayim Achronim is?
I'm assuming washing for bread, but I don't know.
All right, I'm not going to pick on you today, Mike. You know, I like you, Mike. But Jigarik gives me a hard time, so I'm going to pick on him. Jigarik, you want to tell me?
I'm always ready, Rabbi.
Jigarik, you want to tell what Mayim Achronim is?
It's when you do Birkat Hamazon, no?
Jigarik, man.
Okay.
You're saying something. Now, Jigarik, I'm going to make it a little bit more practical for you to be able to remember this lesson for the rest of your life, okay?
Please.
There are 3 times a person gets washed in this world. 3 times. You ready?
Yeah.
When a person is a baby, when he comes out of his mother's stomach, he washed the doctors wash him, correct? They shower him, correct?
Yeah.
That is the beginning. In the middle, you are always washing yourself. That's the second time. You're showering, right? Correct?
Yeah.
Towards the end of a person's life, when they die, again he's being washed. You have the morning washing, you have the middle washing, and then you have the later washing, the last
Before he
washing.
dies,
Say it
they
again.
wash him again.
When a person dies, you're going to have to put him in the mikveh. They put the holy waters over him to purify him. You with me, Jigarik?
I don't know that it's mikvah water.
What do you think was shower?
I thought it was, I thought it was like regular water.
So,
No idea.
why am I saying this? Because we have this every single day. In the morning when you wake up, you wash your hands, which resembles when you were a baby. Then throughout the day, if you're going to eat bread, you're going to wash your hands before eating the bread. Then after you finish eating the bread, you have to wash the final water. Now it's important to do Mayim Achronim. One who does not do Mayim Achronim is not going to have the merit to be washed in the pure waters before they die. Okay, so this is actually in correlation with that. So therefore, what does a Mayim Achronim literally mean? It means the final water. Like you said, Jigarik, you have to wash your hands prior to benching Birkat Hamazon, prior to saying Birkat Hamazon, okay? So the halacha states over here that when you do Mayim Achronim, you have to be able to bench immediately. You have to be able to say Birkat Hamazon right away. Now, what happens if a person spoke after washing his hands? Is he allowed to speak?
I don't believe he's allowed to speak.
He's not allowed to speak. If he did speak, we're going to require him to go back and rewash his hands again. He can't even speak words of Torah.
Why, Rabbi? What's the significance behind it?
Because the Gemara says, take l'netila baracha. Immediately, once you wash your hands, you want to be able to start blessing Hashem. Right? It's like me saying Shahakol. Right? I'm going to say Baruch Atah Hashem. Shahakol. I can't start speaking until I do the mitzvah. Same thing over here. Once you wash your hands, which is the mitzvah, you want to go ahead and you want to start blessing Hashem. The other way around. Once you bless Hashem with Mayim Achronim, you want to go do the mitzvah of benching Birkat Hamazon.
Sorry to interrupt. It's David. I have a question because I'm at a big Shabbat table. I have my 20 family members and some friends there. And, we pass around the Mayim Achronim. Everyone does it. But if I'm the first one to do it, I have to wait for everyone. Obviously, we're going to do Zimun, right?
Correct.
So what do we do then?
You wait. You can't speak, but you have to wait. Dave, I'll just put it to you like this. Everybody on the table, whenever you have people doing Mayim Achronim on the table, 99% of them are not doing Mayim Achronim. They're doing it the wrong way. I would love to say 100%. I don't want nobody to, start picking on my words. Oh, Rabbi said 100%. I still do it the correct way. But 99% people do it the wrong way. What do I mean, David? When we do Mayim Achronim, do you know up to where you have to wash the Mayim Achronim? Up to where up to which hand?
Up to your fingers or right here, right?
Right. Wow, you got it. Very good,
Knuckles.
Arthur. Right up to your right up to your knuckle, right here. right over here. So you have to be able to wash this whole thing and also your thumb. A lot of people, Jigari, what do you see they do? They take a little bit, they pour right over here, Jigari, like this, like women.
Yeah.
Like
I'm guilty. I do the same way.
I know, Jigari. But that's a problem. That's not doing my machronim. That's a very big problem, Jigari.
So
Can I
wait,
ask
does
you a
that mean
question,
that?
Rabbi?
Go ahead.
Sorry. Are you allowed to leave that Mayim Achronim on the table, or it has to be removed?
No,
Once
for
you
sure it
wash
has
your
to be.
hands?
No, for sure it has to be removed. You can spill it in the
What
sink.
if it's covered?
Okay, no, if it's covered, it's covered. But you want it because it's tumor there, so you want to be able to remove it. Right? It's impurity there, so you want to be able to remove it.
Rabbi, in
Wait,
shul, we keep it on the table.
Say it again.
Yeah.
In shul, on Sudash Lishi, we keep it on the table.
I can't help what the shul does, but it's better to remove it because it's tumor water. Again, but you could bless in front of it. It's no worse than blessing on the washing of the hands. If you wash by your bedside and then you want to bless onto the other time, even though it's impure water, but preferably we want you to get rid of the water. Either pour it down your sink or down the toilet. Say it again.
What do you spill it?
Either
What do
in
you
the
spill?
sink because it's going to get mixed up with other waters. The whole akpada, we're particular about that water which is in the utensil. But once you already put other water or once you spill it somewhere else, it loses the evil spirit. It doesn't have that same potential to be able to do damage. Arthur, that's good?
So you spill it into the sink, or what? What do
You
you
could
spill
spill it into the sink, correct? Preferably not on the dishes. But if you
Not
went
on
on
the
the dishes, it's not a problem because you're going to wash the dishes.
it? Okay.
Okay?
Yeah, makes sense.
Jigari, what did you want to say, Jigari?
I forgot.
You forgot.
But when we do al natiyat adayim,
Correct.
do we have to remove the dishes, or we can do it over the dishes?
Same thing. You could do it over the dishes. According to the letter of the law, you could do it over the dishes. But you want to, if you can, try to do it in a sink where there's no dishes. Or remove the dishes and just try to do it. But according to the letter of the law, you're allowed to do it.
I heard from the rabbi was on Shabbat. He said that he wrote a Gemara. He said that whoever drinks from the leftovers of Mayim Achronim Chova is going to be like some kind of damage. So he said that not to use the,
Correct.
some kind of thing that you're going to, consume or eat from.
Correct, because it has a lot of tumor. Correct, because it has a lot of spiritual.
Yeah, it has like a tumor. Yeah.
Correct, 100%. This is why if a person, let's say, is sitting in a restaurant and he wants to do my machronim, you never want to do my machronim where people are walking, Jigari. You want to do it under the table where people are not walking, yeah? You should never do where people are walking because it could really damage. It's something, it's like a Wi-Fi type of thing. I can't explain it, but it has powers to be able to damage. Okay? So therefore, halakha number 1, we see over here that you have to do my machronim. If you did speak even in words of Torah, you have to go back and you have to do my machronim again. Now, when it comes to washing, we're going to tell you to wash up to the knuckles. If for whatever reason you don't have enough water, then we can tell you can be lenient if you don't have enough water until the second knuckles. But that's only if you don't have enough water. Otherwise, we want you to wash up to here. Okay. Any questions on this?
Are women also obligated to wash?
Yes, women are also obligated to wash.
What happens if you wash your fingertips, right? Because usually, and I'm guilty of this too, I just do my fingertips, I guess, like up to my second, maybe my third knuckles, because we have 3 knuckles, right? The one that's right under our our nail, then in the middle, and then the one that connects our hand
Correct.
to our fingers, right?
Correct.
So I do it up to my fingers, my fingertips, but then what I do is I also like just wipe it all around.
No, you
is
want
that
no.
considered the same, or you
No.
have to have the water over
You
it?
have to have water go over your knuckles, over the fingers with the knuckle that's connected to your hand. Okay. Now, Jagad, I'll tell you one thing. You know over here how, a lot of people unfortunately don't take this very serious, and I'm just going to share with you an insight. A lot of people don't know. Sometimes, Chas v'Shalom, God forbid, people should never know of this, correct? Sometimes people, they die and you can find them, correct? They die in the woods. Or they die in a fire and their body's gone. What happened? It's a zuchut. You have to remember, if a person dies and then you're going to be able to find him and to get buried, it's a very big merit. As long as you're not buried, your soul suffers. You're with me or not?
Oh, wow.
So that's why it's very important to do my machurim, because that's going to be for that after a person dies. Okay? Because not everybody gets that opportunity to get buried correctly. You know, I had a neighbor, whatever, he was Jewish, you know, I don't know, he thought he became Christian, I don't know, whatever it was. You know that when I don't even want to speak about it, when he passed away, Jigarik, very, very, very rich family, the family, what do you call it, cremated him? What do you call it?
Cremated, yeah.
They had him, they had him in a bottle, they put the ashes in the bottle. It's very sad. People don't know that as long as he's in that bottle, there's no peace. He's never happy. But his wife is happy. She feels the spirit is all around her. This is it. This is nonsense. You understand? Okay. She wants her husband to always be with her. He didn't get enough. He didn't have all that time to be able to spend with her when he was alive. So she said, at least now that he's dead, he could spend all the time with her. Oh, there you go. There you go. Woman, Balin. Okay, let's continue. Jigari, let's continue. Okay.
Yes.
Rabotai in Parsha Bamidbar. Today we're going to speak about, this week's Parsha is Parsha Bamidbar. We start speaking about when Hashem starts enumerating every single person. Can you imagine, Jigarik, that the Torah went out of its way to start counting every single person, every single family member in the Torah, to go ahead and spill ink on that in the Torah? The Torah should tell me what's important, correct? Why go ahead and waste so much ink? Look, Jigarik, look, a person has 10 children, correct? So I say he has 10 children. What am I going to say? Oh, he has one son, then he has a daughter. Then he has another son, then he has another daughter. I got it. Just tell me 10 people. Why do you have to enumerate every single one? All right, you ready?
Right.
Okay. Rabotai, I want you to keep that in mind, because today what I want to show you, Rabbi Moshe Feinstein Zatal, he says, do you know the reason why a lot of people do not do mitzvot and Torah and learn Torah properly? What is the cause of people not doing mitzvot and learning Torah? What I'm about to share with you today, you're not going to believe it, Jigarik. If you see a person with $100 million and he doesn't come to shul and he doesn't serve Hashem, you should know this guy has no self-worth. He doesn't value himself. You understand or not? Because he's living in the moment, not thinking about what's going to be tomorrow. Meaning in the future, in the world to come. The accounting that he's going to have to give before God. He doesn't think of that. How do they say? How do the Americans say? Be married today, lest you die tomorrow. Yeah, that's a mentality. Comes Rav Moshe Feinstein, he says like this, I want to tell you this. Do you know why we read the Parshat Midbar before the holiday of Shavuot, which is next week, where we're going to receive the Torah? Do you know why we read it? Jigga, are you with me?
Why?
Listen
I'm
to this.
with you, of course.
Listen what he says. Because you have some people, you know what they say to themselves? Mi ani, who am I? Uma ani, what am I? Va'av im emol betorah lo agir lemedrega shel mamash. Even if I'm going to toil in Torah, who says I'm going to become somebody? I'll never become anybody. ומתוך נחיתות בערך עצמם באים לידי התרפות והעצלות בתורה. Since they don't give enough importance to themselves, they don't have self-worth, you know what happens? They start becoming lazy. They start weakening in Torah. Comes Rabbi Moshe and finds and he says, that's why the Parsha of Bamidbar is read right before the receiving of the Torah. You know what happened in Parsha Bamidbar, he says? Over there, every single Jew was counted. Ben katan ben gadol, a small child and a big person. Nimnu bifnei atzmo, each one was counted by himself. Why? Ki kol adam Yisrael yesh lo chashivut. Every single person of the Jewish people, they are important. Ve'erech ve'harechu chelak min haklal kulo. They have importance and they have value and they're a part of the whole. You have no idea what I just said, Jigari. You have no idea. Comes the Parsha Bamidbar teaches us, If you look at yourself, what can I do? What are my mitzvahs going to help the world? How much Torah can I'll never amount to anything. You should know you are wrong. Comes Pasha Bamidr, it says that you are important, you can do it, and you should do it. Do you know why? Listen to this very carefully. I'm going to give you a simple example. If you are right now on those cruises, those big cruises, what do you call that? Give me a name.
Cruise ships.
Cruise ships, correct? You have a guy, he decides to make one hole in the boat, all the way at the bottom. Nice,
All going down.
But why is everybody going down? Why is everyone going down? What happened? Why do you care when he goes and he makes a hole? What do you care?
Because we're on one vessel.
You're in one vessel. So
We're
you're afraid
one.
for your life. You're afraid you're going to die.
Yeah.
Listen to this. Comes Rav Moshe Feinstein and he says, every single Jew has a part of the whole. What does that mean? Tell me, your whole body functions?
Thank God.
You use your pinky, index,
Yeah.
your eyes, your nose.
Yeah.
Imagine that our whole body is Jewish people part by part. And one part decides not to work. How are you going to feel? One eye decides not to open. One tooth decides to hurt. Comes Rav Moshe Feinstein and he says, we Jewish people don't understand that when we sin, we affect Klal Yisrael. We affect everyone as a whole. It's like one limb in a person's body. So you have to understand you are important. You should keep mitzvot and do Torah. Because of you, you're going to allow the Jewish people as a whole be able to rise. You hear? That's one peshat. Yes? You guys are with me or not?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
But Rabbi, it's
Yeah.
I know that we bring curses to our kids when we make sins, right? Or
Correct.
our future generations.
Up to 3 generations, correct.
Up to 3 generations,
Correct.
God forbid. Are we doing the same
God
for?
forbid.
Are you saying that?
God, you got
we're
it.
doing
You got it. What does that mean, God forbid? What does that mean, God forbid? You got it. What? You do it.
I'm trying to convince Hashem not to give, not to curse.
Right. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Are we also cursing other Jews as well?
Yes, 100%. The
that's
Rav Chaim says that when you have one Jew, and I want to tell you something, Jigarik. I'm very outspoken. I want to tell you something, Jigarik. When you have one Jew do something wrong, when he goes against Hashem, that the Jew doesn't know, because of him, somebody else is going to also be punished.
Right.
Our actions not only affect
Isn't
what
that
we
what
do.
happened in the Holocaust?
Say it again. Rafa, what did you say?
Isn't that what happened in the Holocaust?
Pretty much.
Correct. In the Holocaust, I'll tell you something. We know about the 6 million Jews that died, but which is bad. But do you know how many great rabbis died? You have any idea how many great rabbis died also? And this is the problem when we turn our backs against Hashem.
Because of,
Hashem says, go ahead, I want to see how much you could do. I want to see who's going to help you. That's what the Chavetz Chaim says. Whenever you do an Avera, take into consideration also the Rambam. Understand that you are affecting another Jew. Jigarik, let me ask you a question. If a person smokes, correct? I'm not promoting smoking. If a person smokes, why can't I stand next to him? Why can't I stand next to him? What's the problem?
It's not pleasant. It's not pleasant.
But he's doing for himself. He's not harmful. I'm not smoking.
But it affects you.
Oh,
It affects
but they
you
say
as
second-hand
secondhand
smoke.
smoke.
But they say second-hand
smoke.
smoking kills. Yes or no?
Yeah.
You should know a person's sin also can kill another person, even if he's undeserving of it. I know you might tell me it's not fair, Jigari. You know the problem? If Hashem is going to decide to punish him, correct? He'll be able to tolerate it. But if Hashem says, I'll punish somebody he knows, his children, his wife, his family members, that he can't tolerate, you understand? That he's not going to be able to tolerate. That's that we as Jewish people, we need to understand. To go against Hashem, to do sin outright, is not allowed. I don't care what you're going to tell me. Hashem loves me, Hashem doesn't love me. Doesn't mean nothing for you, Jigarik. You know how you know if you love Hashem or not? If you do what Hashem says. Not go against Hashem and then say Hashem loves me. Capish or no?
I'm not.
Now,
Yo,
over
Rabbi,
here,
I like you on Wednesdays.
you like me on Wednesdays. Very good, Elon. Now, over here, there's another problem, Jigari. The Balaturim, comes the Balaturim, Jigari. If anybody ever learns the Tur, comes the Balaturim. You know what he says? He says, you have another problem with these people that have no self-worth? They think they have all the worth in the world. They think they're somebody because they're driving a G-Wagon. You know why I'm laughing? A guy told me one time, Rabbi, I have to say in Russian, Rabbi, когда у тебя G-Wagon есть, нечего ничего никому доказывать. Ты король. That's what he told me. Once you have a G-Wagon, you have nothing to prove to nobody. You're the king. What an idiot. What an idiot. I guarantee in the end, if he's going to be lucky to be driven by those, those black cars that they carry, those Cadillacs. What G-Wagon? What? Come on. Come on. So people, first, they have no self-worth. Comes the part, but Midbar says, no, you are important. What you do is important. Every action you do is important. But comes the Balatum and he adds to it. He says, the problem is, so why can't a lot of people come to learn Torah? Look what he says. He says like this. Anybody's not going to make himself like the desert. Ownerless, because the desert doesn't belong to nobody. He's not going to be able to acquire wisdom and Torah. It is impossible for a person who thinks he's a high person, who has gava, who has pride, who has ego. It's impossible for such people to grow in Torah. Impossible, Jigarik. If you think you know it all, you should know you have nothing. Yeah, you might memorize Torah. It doesn't mean nothing, you understand? People that make themselves like a desert are only able to acquire Torah and do mitzvah. Do you know why, Jigarik? Do you know why, Jigarik? I love you.
No.
Listen to this carefully. When you have to go to work, correct? Do you have a battle? I have to go, I don't have to go?
Not at all.
You go. You better go.
Right.
If you know what's good for you, you better go, Jigarik. Right?
It's not even a question, yeah.
Right? Especially you're CFO, right? Your brother's CEO, you're CFO. Right? You better go. Why don't you have that battle? Because you nullify yourself to your business. When it comes to your business, you don't exist. You put all your wants, everything aside. I don't care what it's going to be. But when it comes to Avodat Hashem, what do? We put all our interest, everything that we want, first, and then we put Hashem second. We don't put our interest aside when it comes to Hashem. What's the proof, Jigarik? What time people daven? When it comes to Chas v'Shalom, eating not kosher food, correct? Can you tell me, or somebody else tell me, why in the world would a person eat not kosher food? Do you have any idea what goes into not kosher food, Jigarik? Do you know what you're consuming? Can I tell you? Can I tell you? You know when they kill the animal, you know the difference between us and them? When they kill the animal, you know where all the blood goes?
Where?
Into the meat. You're eating the sicknesses of the animal. You're eating their disease. When we slaughter the animal, we make sure all the blood comes out. Then we soak that. Then we sold the animal. Make that there's no blood left. But what are you taking all, and what's the pshat? I don't understand. Tell me. Or a guy, Chas v'Shalom, he wants to go and he wants to look at a forbidden girl. Why? Like, what happened? Like, you know why, Jigarik? Because you're putting yourself first. You're not putting Hashem first. A person has to learn how to put Hashem first in his life and only then himself, and you'll see how happy you're going to be. But when you put yourself first and then Hashem, this is why Jigarik, you have people already 30, 40 years in religion and they're still growing. Yeah? Like one guy told me. You know what one guy told me, Jigarik? I hope he doesn't listen to the class. You know what he told me? He says, Rabbi, if you would be my rabbi, I don't know where I would be today. Meaning it was a negative comment. I said, why? He said, there's another rabbi over there, whatever, in another place in Queens. He said, I'm happy he was my rabbi. You know why? Because after 30 years, Jigarik, he got me to put on a kippah. I told him, idiot, I would have made you put on a kippah after 5 minutes. You don't gotta wait 30 years to put on a kippah. You understand, Jigarik? Come on. We have to understand.
We let keep it just in case they need them.
No, but this is what the Baal Tum is saying. If you want to be able to grow, if you want to be able to do mitzvot, you have to put yourself aside. You can't come first when it comes to Avodat Hashem. Who's the number one in your family, Jigarik? Who's number one in your life? Go ahead, say it, Jigarik. Go ahead.
My mother.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say my wife. Yeah, my wife. Yeah.
I had to stutter on that one, Rabbi. I'm just saying.
But you see, Jigarik, this is our problem, Jigarik, which is very important. You have to respect your mother. You have to respect your father. I'm not saying not. You have to respect your wife. I'm not saying not. But the number one priority in our life is Hashem. Whatever we want to do, whatever my wife wants to do, whatever my mother-in-law wants to do, whatever my children want to do, is it in line with what Hashem wants me to do or not? And do you know why it's hard for a lot of people to say no to the wrong things? Because everybody around them is not in line with Hashem. And it makes it that much harder. But you got to put yourself back to the business. Why when it comes to business, people can tell you, don't go to work, don't do this, you're wasting your life. You're not going to listen because you know you got a mortgage to pay. You know you got tuition to pay. You should understand in the next world, you also have a mortgage of mitzvot. Tuition of mitzvot you better come over there with. You know what the Gemara says, Shigarik? You know what the Gemara says? After, when a person goes to the next world, you ever seen this chupot over here? They have what do you call those? The smoke. Smoke comes out. You ever seen it? This smoke is not so bad. It doesn't burn your eyes. Over there, when a person is going to go to the next world, there's going to be smoke coming out, but it's going to burn his eyes. Why? Because when he's going to look how much his friend accumulated of how much olam haba he got, it's going to eat him alive. But you know who's going to eat more alive?
Why?
Your wife. But here's the problem. Here's the catch. Over here, your wife can brag. So you tell her, I got to go daven. I got to go learn. I got to go to work. Oh, you could run away here and there, correct? Over there, my G, she's with you for eternity. Try to escape that. This is why, Rabotai, we have to make ourselves kamidbar, like the desert. We don't exist when it comes to mitzvot and Torah. If Hashem says, go ahead, do mitzvot, we do mitzvot. Hashem says, don't look at her, I'm not looking at her. Hashem says, don't eat that kosher, I'm not eating that kosher. Is it that hard? You can tell me, yeah, Rabbi, I'm not. Listen to me. Everybody's there. Just like you do for business, you should start doing for Hashem and see how you're going to grow in the service of God. Okay, I had another piece, but I'm not going to have time to do it. If you guys have any questions, I'll take it.
Rock. Do another piece.
I got 5:30 class. Okay, I'll tell you outside. The Yismach Israel, he says something fascinating. He says, life with Hashem is like your life with your wife. When your wife got married to you, she made herself secondary to you. She made herself ownerless to you. She gave herself up and she is your possession. Comes the Parsha Bamidbar and it teaches the same thing. Just like you understand your wife is yours, understand that we the Jewish people are Hashem's. So if we are Hashem's, we have to make ourselves ownerless. We have to make ourselves secondary to Hashem. You with me or not? Being married to Hashem is a real marriage. If you understand that you never want Chas v'Shalom, a wife to go and cheat on you go, wow, against me, that's going to affect you, correct? That you understand. I don't want to say your wife, I was very nice right now. But if Chas v'Shalom, a woman goes out and she goes with another guy, it's going to bother you. But who gave us the permission to go against Hashem and cheat on Hashem with not doing mitzvot, not learning Torah, looking at where we're not supposed to look, eating that? Who gave us permission? Can you tell me?
Right.
When we do these things, we're cheating on Hashem. What do you think? Hashem is happy with you? You think Hashem is happy with you? He's not happy. Just like you're not going to be happy, He's not going to be happy. So I said this Divrei Torah one time. When one guy said, Hashem, I didn't start with the marriage, I started with the Torah. He says Hashem is a father, He understands. So I told him, let me ask you, if your wife cheats on you, Chas v'Shalom, God forbid. Why? You're also, in a way, her father. No, you're a father figure. You're her husband. Try to also understand her. No. It's not the same. Why it's not the same? The Yismach Yisrael says it's exactly the same. You understand? By the Kiddushin, what do we say, Jigarik? Hare ad mikudeshli, right? You say, you are sanctified to me. Yes or not? You know what I mean? Do you even know what I'm saying, Jigarik?
Yeah.
When you gave your wife the ring, you say, you are betrothed to me, right? You're holy to me. Once she becomes holy to you, she becomes forbidden to everybody else, correct? Hashem says the same thing to the Jewish people. Kiddushim to you, be holy. You guys be holy. You have to be separate from everybody else, and you only have to be unto me. That's it. Just like you understand a wife is not allowed to be with other men, understand we are not allowed to be also with other sins, chas v'shalom. We have to be able to attach ourselves to Torah and mitzvot.
Beautiful, Rabbi.
That was last second.
Bye, baby.
Stay loyal is the essence of this
Stay loyal.
class today.
I just want sometimes, but
You want to stay loyal, Rabbi.
Arthur, you know what bothers me? Arthur, I want to touch that. You know what really bothers me? You know, we give these speeches, Baruch Hashem, yeah, we're trying to inspire, right? The question is, how much of this inspiration is going to change a nation which is in desperation? You know, that's what, Jigari, you coming tomorrow? You come to learn tonight? Jigari, you coming to learn tonight?
Tonight, 8:30, Rabbi, don't be late. 8:30 p.m.
I can't, Jigari. I love you, man. Anyway, guys, everybody have a great day. I'll see you guys.
Love you, Rabbi.
I'll see you.
Bullshit, Rabbi.
Baruch. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys. I'll see you.
Bye.
Bye, Rabbi. Thank you.
Bye, guys. Bye.